But people are different than horses. Horses you can train and do things. People either have to get it and take it in, or it just isn't there. I mean, you can't force something on,
He was
On a
working through a
person.
wall of terror.
and I had tried about everything I could think of with
But Ellen
Glory, and so I was getting impatient with her, and I was getting short with her, and I
With the horse or with
With
Maria?
me.
with
Yeah.
her,
And
and
but you remember the breakthrough like she just described it? Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
remember it pretty much the same
yeah,
way?
because Ellen told me about it,
Uh-huh.
how she seen the
She knew I was
fears
trying.
She said, I think she dropped a lot of fear today.
Mhm.
And that was her
Yeah.
crying and her
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
letting something out of her that she had been holding in too long.
And did
And I
Ellen?
was so happy because
Yeah.
then I could go back to training her. I didn't have to
Right.
Yeah.
have all that anti stuff that was there. I could go back to getting her on the horse and
Yeah.
riding.
And
He-
did
he-
Ellen talk about why she decided to push you up to the horse
No,
like
we
that? I
didn't,
mean,
there
but
was
you-
never,
but-
it was no talking.
What,
There was
but
no-
did she, I wonder if she
I don't
sort
know.
of said to herself,
she
I'm gonna
never
try
did
this?
tell me that.
She
but,
just had an instinct and
she
she
just did it at the
She
moment,
was
yeah.
an instinctual person, not
Yeah.
a talky, chatty about feelings
Yeah.
person.
Huh.
And
And
I
she
had
had
all the
had a-
talking therapy I could have endured, and none of it ever helped because I never had forgot anything. You know, I
had a
remember
little
I
bit
never
of
forgot
problem
any of
with
the
our
things that
girl.
happened.
Our girl was not raised with horses from the beginning. She came in 8, 10 years old, and she was kind of afraid of horses,
Oh.
and so we had worked through that. So she kind of
So
knew
had a sense of what might work.
what some people felt and a way around that, and she got Judy.
And she
so
was a woman, and so she was freer to be able to do something like get behind
Well-
me and shove me up against the horse
Yeah.
and hold me there.
I
You know,
was-
you wouldn't have been able to do that because she would have been all over you if you'd done that.
No, I was also
Yeah.
aware of the fact that I couldn't get too close to her
Yeah, yeah,
because it would have became obvious with my wife
yeah,
as close as we were. She would have known something if I would have, and that was the other thing, that I knew I was getting to the point where things were just not
There wasn't anything he could do and be comfortable. There just
not
wasn't. He couldn't
going to
get
make
hands
me
on.
comfortable doing
No.
anything
yeah,
beyond what I had already done, and I was trying to do it with my training of horses,
yeah.
and
But
you
it
could
wasn't, it
bet
was
a-
like I told you, it wasn't the horse that was
a
the big
horse
problem.
whisperer isn't a psychologist by
right,
any
right.
means.
And I never did even tell Dean about any of this until we were married. Because
Really?
it just, yeah.
Oh.
But, you know, and I didn't tell Ellen really either. But the other thing that happened,
But
that
Ellen knew.
Ellen knew
sounds
that
like-
she had made me better. She didn't know why.
No, no, she said,
She knew
let
it.
go
Yeah,
of fear.
yeah.
I knew it was better in a few days because I had changed in a few days.
Oh, yeah.
From being a kind of a belligerent, angry person
Yeah.
because I wasn't accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. And it was telling me I was a failure if I couldn't make somebody work with my horses,
Yeah,
which I knew
right.
from top to bottom. I was going to be a failure because I should have been able to do that.
How long had Ellen worked with horses?
Well, she
Did
had
she
had
grow up-
horses
she grew up with
before I
horses?
ever met her
She
in
had, yeah.
60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they had, her and her sisters went on rides out in Colorado.
Yeah, so they were
while
really.
they worked out there.
Yeah.
And her older sister had a horse on the farm out there at Dorchester. So since Ellen was probably 10, 15 years old.